with you creating the minimal habits and the minimal goals that you're creating, you're going to end up shorthanding yourself and losing your potential of who you could have been. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about being okay with defeat. Whoever's watching this video, you have goals, you have things that you're trying to accomplish, you have things that you're trying to obtain, but are you always maximizing your potential in who you could be? A lot of people set small goals, but they just keep them small. And so they start learning how to fail small and not dream big. And so, like I said in my other videos, what are you actually working towards? What's the goal that you're trying to work towards? Let's say that you want to make 100K, right, in a year, and you only make 75K. If you were just to dream small, then you would only be like, okay, I want to make 50K this year. You would have made 25 more than you would have if you just dream small. If that makes sense. So there's nothing wrong with going after the bigger things and then shorthanding yourself, because you still came farther than you would have if you had set those minimal goals. And a lot of people think that when it comes to life, it's good to just always go after the minimal things, because you know that's the things that you can obtain quicker. Those are the things that you can be able to reach faster, and being able to get there a little bit, quicker. I would say expand yourself, expand who you want to be, expand the person that you're trying to grow into, because there's so much area for improvement that if you're just shorthanding yourself every day, overall you're going to be shorthanding who you want to be. You start shorthanding your own potential and who you can be, because you don't realize that with you creating the minimal habits and the minimal goals that you're creating, you're going to end up shorthanding yourself and losing your potential of who you could have been. I want you to take a second and just think about, like, who are your role models? Who are the people that you're looking up to that are in a position that you rather want to be in, or just are leadership roles that you are looking at and you're like, oh, that's the person that I want to be like? Who is it that you're actually looking up to? Some people, they'll be like, I want to be an actor. There's a certain actor or actress that I want to be like. There's this musician that I want to be like. There's this, my mom is in the nursing field, and so I want to be like her when I grow up. My dad is an engineer, so I want to be like him when I grow up. I would challenge you to think, like, why do I want to be like them? Is that just because of influence? That's what I've been around? Is it because they're making money? Is it because of their fame? What is the reason that you actually want to be like these people and that you want to grow into them instead of just being who you want to be? Now, if that's who you want to be and that's what you have a passion towards doing, then go after that, pursue that. But if you're just doing to follow footsteps or just to be someone that you're not, then I would definitely reconsider, why do I have this role model of a person that I want to be like? Why do I want to be like them instead of just being me? Why do I want to just pursue the things that I'm actually interested in, that I'm actually pursuing? That way I can be able to, go for these bigger goals for myself and not just try to follow footsteps. The reason I bring up role models is because a lot of people, when they see something that they want to be like, that's kind of like their short-term goal. They're like, okay, well, I want to get to a place where, like I said, the nursing field. Okay, now I work at a hospital. Cool. Now what's next? Like, now I'm an engineer, but now what's next? A lot of people find themselves like limiting themselves because of what they've seen or what they've heard from other people. But if you learn that you can expand yourself, I know people that are working jobs, but they also have a business, or they're working a job and then they're doing like investments, or they're, they still have other things going on outside of what they naturally do. And so they're still finding ways to grow and to expand themselves, that even that they're doing something passionate, they're still finding ways to expand, things to learn in, things to grow in. That's one thing I'm trying to let you know, is that whenever you are so focused on getting the influence of a person or wanting to go after certain minimal goals, what is next after that? And so that's why I say dream big, because if you start dreaming bigger, then eventually you're going to start, even if you fail, you're going to fail big. Like, if you dream big, you're going to fail big. If you dream small, you're going to fail small. It's not like you're going to reach every single goal and every single dream. And so if you start going after the bigger things though, and you still fail big. Like I said, making 100,000 but only making 75. If your goal was to make that 100 and you would have potentially only made 50, then you still made an extra 25. That's another growing step for you as you're going through it. That's just something that I want you guys to think about. How big am I really dreaming? What does that look like for me? How What does that look like when I want to write it out on a piece of paper and I'm saying, okay, I want this, this, and this, right? And then getting to a point where you're like, okay, I can actually obtain this, this, and this if I go after bigger goals. I understand not everyone wants to live in like a luxury lifestyle. You know, there's some people that are like, look, I want to have a modern lifestyle, modern family, and you know, stuff like that. No problem with that either. It's not like I'm asking you to imagine yourself driving a Lambo and living in a 7-story mansion or nothing like that. It's just like, you know, if that's what you want to do, cool. I want to own a home. I want to be able to have a nice family. I want to be able to take care of them, no struggles. I want to be able to attend their sports events, to be able to pay for their college, things like that. You know, whatever that looks like for you, that's still dreaming big instead of just being like, okay, well, you know, right now I just want to move on to an apartment and, you know, I'll see about family when we get there. And, you know, all these type of minimal thoughts that you have, like that are in the moment, expand those. So those things being said, that's gonna wrap up this video. But like the video and subscribe. Until then, I'll catch y'all later.